Hi guys, Photok Kirop here, and today we're gonna review some little set from 2008, so some character on set. We're gonna review two in this video, so we're gonna begin right now. So in this review we're gonna review Kirop, so the one of the bad matter one, or the evil matter one if I can say so, and Photok, one of the good guy. So here it is, you can see the canister of course is the same as the other of 2008, so this means we have some hard plastic parts on the upper part and the lower part, and of course all the rest is in cardboard parts. The front pictures is of course the one with the matter one, his name right here, and the background is not the same background, but of course it's shows Nuit and his stone and some fog also, so yeah. But it's not like, of course, not some colored fog on each one. It's not that Photok got some orange fog behind him, no. It got the same background, even if you can see, I think, yeah, it's not the same stone on the side, but they're just little details, so yeah. On the upper side also you got Bionicle here, and this part, which looked like some rocks, so some rock of Nuit, will be reused on the Agori. So I just, also Bionicle white ears, and I put this on the back, and on the back what we have, so Bionicle, Biocode, and the fact that you can link your canister and matter one together. So that was really an important part of 2008. The fact that you can combine in some sort of way the two type of guys, the two type of sets. And that's all. So yeah, that's all for the box. So quite news of course, and of course it's I think it's more interesting than just cardboard and box set, because it has the little colors of course on each of them. So I think that it really much catches the eye of the child. So of course they really try to because the matter one weren't sold well at the time, so they will try to do something that sold well, and they quite succeed I think, seriously, because they will do a nice job with the combiner stuff and the new parts we're going to talk about later. So here's the two instruction booklets. So as you can see, they are really little. In fact, you have to unfold them to show the instruction, which have 4 parts. So it's not really interesting. You can build the model with just these pictures. And of course, the little poster at the back with all the canisters, all the wave 1 canisters and little set. And of course, here it shows you the combiner. So it's the same picture at the back of the box. And of course, on Photok, you got Photok and Kirop too. So of course it's not the same pictures, apart from all of this, and that's all for the little extra stuff. We're gonna talk about the set right now. So first of all, here is Kirop. His color scheme is dark gray and black and silver. So I think it's really the classical color per excellence. And here's Photok, which brings with him some orange color, which is kind of nice. So like Kirop of course. And some dark gray again, and some silver. So we're gonna talk about Kirop right now. So first, of course, for those who haven't seen my precedent reviews on the guys, in fact, Lego decided to get rid of the little technique parts and just put big parts in this matter one. So it includes tons of new molds for the body parts and also the arms and leg parts. So the body parts this time is the second type of body type. Because there is 2 types of body frame. So this is the one with the shoulder, white ears, and the head inside the body. So it can be really, it's kind of special. Oh yeah, and of course on Kirop, the body is not upside down, but it's in a reverse way, because as you can see here is the front of the armors, and you can see clearly that Photok got it the right way, you can say so, and then Kirop just got it the other way. So I think that to put the head, as you can clearly see, because if you like on the side, the head is more advanced on the front in this way. So yeah, new body part, which include all ball joint for all parts. So this means that all arms and legs will be articulated. So no need of connectors and some Mechuan arms this time, or Baroque arms. So the new parts include, of course, the new type of legs or arms, because this time it's used as arms and as legs. It was already released in Tanma. So here it is, we got some in gray and some in black. And they are quite nice parts, and of course we got the new connector of 2008, which are not really different, but apart from from different little details. And also the head this time in orange, because also you can see it's a new mold, so you got the eyes and other stuff in the same mold, so it's kind of weird and look scary in my opinion. And you can just put the mask with axle in. So you can put the old mask if you wanted, for example, to put some older mask on there, you can't. But still the older mask just, I think, reach this far and not reach all the way, all the end, because the end, as you can see, is really long on this side. And it's on a connector, so it's not on a ball joint, so it will change, and it will be reused for those Agori heads, which are in fact way better, I think, than this heads, in my opinion. And yeah, then yeah, I would show you the mask, but not. And then we have the feet, which are the Karaton feet. This time with like some mini Piraka feet, so with just 2 claws right here, quite nice, with tons of axle all here and there, and pinholes. So quite nice for the mockers, I think. Yeah, the parts kind of break, so that's why here my parts just broke, as you can clearly see the little crack right here. But apart from that, I think it's pretty solid if you don't destroy them, I think. If you don't want to put them out. And I think that's quite all for the basic frame. So now we're gonna add a little extras. So, like for example, the weapons. So these are just some Mataro's Maui weapons, so nothing really interesting. Then we're gonna put the wings, because the good guys got some jetpack, and the bad guys, of course, but transformed by Shadow Leech, got some wings, and they're really nice parts. So of course, new molds, but the smarter ones are quite made, like 90% of new molds. We have put this on the axle all right here. So it's really interesting for all those who want new parts. And then I'm gonna put the mask, which is kind of the same as she works, but as you can see, it's kind of different. It's used different shape and stuff like that, but the overall design is quite the same as she works. And it's the same for all Matter, which is quite nice. We're just gonna put this like that. And here we go. For the articulation part, of course, there are 2 ball joints per arms and legs, so you can turn this all the way you want, because this arm is quite nice, because it's not bend, already bent at 90 degrees. As you can see, there is more degrees right here, so you can really have a long range of attack, for example, and you can really do some interesting pose with that. In comparison, for example, for like Zantanma. Okay, it's blocked, so I hope you have the video still works. So anyway, here it is. So yeah, it's Kirop. So yeah, you have the same articulation right here, and of course the heads can't really look down, but can't look up, and quite on the side, but because of the shoulder right here, it blocked. But still, you have some nice articulation with this one. Yeah, I can do some nice poses. And then we're gonna talk about. No, not yet. I'm gonna show you how to put this on the back of She-Rock. So here it is, not in full size, of course, but it's not really interesting for this review. So you're supposed to put this on these 2 pinholes right there. Right here. And here we go. So it's an L-shaped part this time. Oh yeah, the famous heads that move in every sense. So here we go. I think I'm gonna try to put this like more like aerodynamic style. So it works pretty well, I think. And yeah, it's L-shaped because on the Torah and Matawan, good Matawan, it's not an L-shaped part. You will see that later with Poitou. So I think that's all for Kirop. So I'm just gonna put him back, and I'm gonna show you Photok, the orange guy. So the guy of stone anyway, even if it's not yellow or not black, or not brown, excuse me. So here it is. So what I've changed, seriously, this time, so I'm gonna just put off all this weapon and stuff like that to show you in a better way. But still, okay. So yeah, this time we've got the same body frame as you can see, so with the shoulder and the head in it. But of course, this time it's in the normal way, if you can say so. Also, you have the head in some transparent green this time. And for the arm, we got the same arm but in orange, of course, so it's quite nice. And for the legs this time, we got the second type of legs, which are this one. there are 3 types of arm legs in total in the Matter one. So these are 2 of the 3, and the other one is in Kirop. Not Kirop, excuse me, is in Solak. Yeah. So here it is. So it's a 90 degrees bended part. So kind of weird. We're gonna talk about this later. And then we're gonna add the, of course, yeah, and also got some nice new older feet, which are kind of different on some parts, but really a few differences. And orange, so that's really important for mockers, I think. We're gonna put this part, which are just conical staff again, so nothing really new. And then the famous jetpack on this one, the good guy, right here. And that's quite all, so yeah. And here's the mask, so it's quite of like a Poitou, but this time we've got some top parts, because Poitou, remember, just got this lower part and then got some Maui mask inner, which is the blue, trans-like blue part, so kind of nice. And it's nice to have some orange mask, I think. And here we go. For articulation, it's really well articulated on the arms. You can clearly see the head can't look down this time and look up and on the side. But on the legs, it's really limited by these parts right here. So of course you can't make the fit. You can't make it up. But still, I think you can still manage to do some pose even with these little problems. Yeah, like that maybe. Yeah, so nice pose, I think, with this. And I think that's all. Yeah, so, oh yeah, no. I will always forget this Toa Photok stuff. Yes. So yeah, we're gonna put this time. It's not like he's sitting on his back, but it's more like okay. So here's, you can see also the shape is different this time. You have to put the head looking up, and of course I'm gonna. Here we go. So it's quite nice, I think. Yeah, they still do a good work with this link stuff in the back. Yeah, so yeah, that's work quite nice, and you can swoosh it around and have some fun with that. It was just to show you this function, because it shows this gimmick is shown on every box, poster, and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's useful to show you this, even if it takes more time in the review. And here we go. We're gonna do a little sum up of this guy finally. So what's to like and not to like? In fact, it's like all the other Matter one released this year. So you might not like the fact that there is absolutely no building involved, because there is no technique parts at all. So you just have to put big arms or big legs into the body parts, into the ball joint body parts. And so you can do that in like 1 minute or 30 seconds without the instruction booklet. So it's a big drawback for those who want to have for their money, if I can say so. If they like spend I think it was $5 or $6 on this guy and just have a 30 second construction, it's not really that nice. Even if Lego gonna say yes, but the parts are bigger. Yes, the parts are bigger, but the construction is just worst. Is the worst of all time. So yeah, I do not really want bigger pace. Personally, I don't want bigger parts. I just want some more technique construction. So yeah, but I think it will work well with the kids. I mean, yeah, the child of the kids. It work well with them, and they don't really they are not really interested into building this stuff, but just have some action figure quickly and play with it. So yeah, that's quite of a, yeah, that's okay, in my opinion. Kids change. So anyway, so can be a drawback. Also, the articulation can be limited on some of them. There's not really any problem with Kirop, but as we have seen with this type of arms on Photok, you have here it use it shows you that it's blocked at this point. So yeah, with this part, it's not it's not one of the best parts in the world. I think it's not one of the best arms. So some articulation problem, and apart from that and the big building deal, but I think that if you do not like to build something really quick, you will not buy this guy. Apart from the fact that, yes, we're gonna go with the good points now, apart from the fact that they still are some good parts pack in my opinion. So yeah, because they introduced like 90% of new parts, and some of them are recolors. So okay, yeah, many of the body parts are in dark gray or in black, so that's not really interesting. So we will have to wait the algorithm for some new nice recolored parts. But still you got some, for example, some orange feet, and also you got some new masks, which are really nice for those who want to knock with some new mask and not the old one. So that's quite nice, I think. So nice part packs, and the overall design of this Matter one is good. I think it's nice. It's kind of diversified because some guys have some arms which some other guys have not. For example, this one have a different position of the armors and also have different legs. So yeah, it's kind of all different also, even if this is just for small difference, and they still all have the same kind of new parts. So yeah. So that's a set I will recommend for those who look for fast, quick action figures and also some parts pack. For those who search some nice building technique and stuff like that, just pass your way and try to buy some older Matter one. And that's all I think. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and see you later for another Bionicle video review. Bye bye.